All right, so you're going to play with one other scholar, and I'm going to give each of you a set of dice. And each of you are going to pick 2 special numbers, anywhere between 2 and 12. Because the way this game works is you're going to roll the dice, and then you're going to add together the numbers on the 2 different dice. So for instance, if I rolled 2 dice and I got a 3 and a 4, what would the sum of 3 and 4 be? 7, right? Okay, so if my special number were 7, I get to pick 2 special numbers. If my special number were 7, I would receive 8 points. I'm down here in the second paragraph there. So you're each going to take turns rolling the dice. You're going to get 8 points whenever the total of the number of dots on the dice is equal to 1 of your special numbers. So that's why you're going to pick between 2 and 12, because what is the only scenario where you're going to get 2?
1 and 1.
Right, if you roll snake eyes, right? 1 and 1. And what's the only scenario if you're going to get 12? 6 and 6, right? So kind of go from there on what you want your special numbers to be. Okay, and the winner is the first person to get more than 100 points. All right, so what kind of probability are we calculating when we're doing this? Experimental probability, correct. So that's what you're doing on number 2. You're making a graph or some display showing experimental probabilities of rolling each total from 2 to 12. I've put a copy of graph paper on the back of here in case you don't have any graph paper, so that you can make your own graph or display of what the different possible outcomes are and what the probabilities are for those particular ones. Then on another display, number 3, once we've got our experimental probability, then we're going to calculate theoretical probabilities. And then you're also going to display those and make comparisons between your theoretical and your experimental. So the first thing you're going to do is pick your 2 special numbers between 2 and 12, and each of you need to write down what your special numbers are. So write that at the top of the page. Go ahead and pick your 2 special numbers.